State officials say manufacturing is still the center of Indiana's economy. Hear more from Workforce Development Commissioner Steve Braun. Plus, Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center has announced nominees for the Little Company of Mary Award. And Bill Potter is joined by Purdue Extension educator Jan Dugan to talk about squash and healthy eating tonight on Inform. All of that and much more is up next here on the 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. We begin with an update in the Charles Hope case. Yesterday, the 21-year-old Hope was formally charged with murder in connection with the death of then 17-month-old Xavier Miller despite objections from Hope's attorney. Hope was arrested by Jasper police on December 20th of last year after police learned he had been looking after Miller and the child suffered multiple injuries in his care. Miller died in the early morning hours on December 20th at Kosair Children's Hospital in Louisville from those injuries. A medical examiner from Jefferson County, Kentucky conducted an autopsy and ruled Miller's death a homicide. Hope was originally charged with a level 1 felony count of aggravated battery causing the death of a child under the age of 14. That charge remains along with the murder charge after yesterday's court proceedings. Hope has been lodged in the DuBois County Security Center since his arrest. His jury trial will not begin until February 1st of 2016. It had previously been set to start on October 19th. Jasper police took a Crawford County man into custody yesterday after they found him slumped over the steering wheel in a parked vehicle. JPD says 31-year-old Thomas Riley of English was found slumped over in a vehicle in the area of 15th and Vine Streets at around 5 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Police say further investigation found that Riley had heroin and syringes on him. Riley was booked into the DuBois County Security Center without incident. He is facing level 6 felony counts for possession of heroin and possession of a syringe. Now, authorities say the heroin charge is a felony because the violation happened within 500 feet of a park. The possession of a syringe charge is also a level 6 felony for that same reason. Indiana Department of Workforce Development Commissioner Steve Braun is continuing to tout manufacturing as a focal point of Indiana's workforce now and into the future. Braun visited the Center for Technology, Innovation, and Manufacturing on the Vincennes University Jasper campus yesterday to take in National Manufacturing Day activities. Of course, today is the actual day of celebrating National Manufacturing Day, though VUJC had their event yesterday. Braun says manufacturing is a big part of Indiana's low unemployment rate. He says the state is working to keep up in light of changes in the industry.
Of course, manufacturing is by far our biggest sector. We've added more jobs in the last 2 years than any other sector by far. Second in the nation, in fact, in that case. We continue to see that aggressive growth month in, month out. So it is the basis. And at the same time, we have this unique evolution of advanced manufacturing that's really changing the face of manufacturing, different skill sets, great work environments, so it's important for us to make sure we're teaching the right skills at the right time.
Braun heaped praise on VUJC, saying programs such as what is offered in the CTEM building are exactly what state officials are looking for to help move things ahead. Of course, skills gap issues are still prevalent all across the Hoosier State. Braun says events like yesterday serve to help people see what's available for them after high school and after college. He also says it will be key to close that gap in order to make up for shortages of qualified workers.
I have been around the state, and I think we all know that we're in a situation where the economy is strengthening. Employment has continually gone down, and now the key is how do we provide workforce to our employers that have the right skills, taught in the right way that they can use effectively. And we see shortages in a lot of areas across the state, and part of the problem is that a lot of young people don't have fully the awareness of all the great jobs that are available there, potentially right out of high school or with a certificate, 1, 2, 4-year degree.
Now, 7 schools in all sent students to yesterday's National Manufacturing Day event. More than 300 students took part, and a dozen local companies, including Kimball International, Indiana Furniture, Jasper Engines and Transmissions, and Wapaka Foundry, had informational booths set up. Jasper's Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center has announced nominations for the 2015 Little Company of Mary Award. 14 hospital employees have been selected as nominees. They are Joe Barnett, Rhonda Brehrman, Vanessa Diedrich, Kathy Evans, Alyssa Huffman, Leanne Yoakum, Mick Common, Jana Lee May, Scotty Muning, Connie Overby, Abby Recker, Elvia Sandoval, Heather Terwisky, and Cheryl Welp. Memorial Hospital Mission Committee Chairperson Sister Renee Cunningham says these individuals were nominated based on their actions rather than on words. Sister Renee says Memorial is blessed to have caring employees that stand for the hospital's mission of serving others. Now, the Little Company of Mary Award recognizes individuals who serve others and follow the hospital's core values. The values are respect for human dignity, compassionate caring, stewardship, quality, and justice. Nominees will be honored at a tea party on Thursday, October 22nd. This year's winner will be announced on Thursday, November 12th. And finally tonight, tomorrow marks the beginning of a local soldier's final journey. Naval Chief Petty Officer Philip Barrow of Lagodi passed away back on September 2nd at the age of 67. However, he had requested a burial at sea upon his passing, and the Indiana Patriot Guard will be doing their part to help with the process. Barrow's body will be taken from Lagodi to the San Diego Naval Hospital some 2,200 miles west. The transport will go across 8 states in all, with the Patriot Guard handling his transport from Lagodi to Grayson, Illinois. There, the body will be transferred to the Illinois Patriot Guard riders to continue the journey. Barrow spent 27 years of his life in the Navy. He was also the post commander for the VFW post number 9395 in Lagodi and was a member of American Legion Post 120 and the Eagles. Outside of his naval service, Barrow retired from Jasper Engines and Transmissions. Now, a short ceremony will get underway at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning from Barrow's home along John Street in Lagodi. From there, the journey to California will begin. Officials say the first leg of the journey to Illinois will be just under 90 miles and should take between an hour and a half and 2 hours. All right, coming up after the break, your local forecast and more on healthy eating in tonight's Inform. We're back after this.